Hello, this is Lorena, Human Wellbeing, and happy as always to be here with you. I did not expect to enjoy this so much. I'm so enjoying making videos. Well, I guess we all surprise ourselves sometimes. Okay, let me thank those that have given me feedback for my first two videos. I sincerely appreciate it. The more people are into, the more minds are into something, the bigger and better it gets. And even more for the purpose of this channel, because that's precisely it, right? I would like to start a movement. I would like to start a community that we look for making of this planet a better place to be, that we give more importance to our overall human well-being, that we are happier, because why other reason are we on this planet, right? We want to be happy. So thank you very much, and please continue giving me your feedback. So this is the first video of a series of videos regarding COVID-19 recovery. And I want to have this conversation with all of you because I think it's time that we start taking the initiative as individuals, whatever we're able to do. Either it's a small thing or a big thing, but I think we can all contribute to succeed a sooner recovery from COVID. Let's not leave everything to our government or to companies. I think we have to have more accountability, more responsibility into what is happening. And I'm going to repeat this every time I touch the subject. Let's respect the protocols. The health authorities, our governments, they have the experience, they have the knowledge, and well, they have also the responsibility to take care of our well-being and our health. So let's collaborate, let's follow what they ask us to do. But I also think that there's lots of room for us to help, to contribute, so that we get out of this as soon as possible. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is mental health. And the reason why this is the first topic is because it's finally our brain, it's finally our mind that takes every action and every decision. So we need to have the best mental health, the best mindset to take the best possible decisions. So here's where we're starting. Now, I think that even before COVID, there's either a misconception or mental health is thought by many as a foreign concept, as if it doesn't touch them. But well, if you do have a brain, you do have mental health to take care of. So we all have mental health to take care of. Let's start by there. Now, okay, so we have defined that. Now, another thing, it's not like well accepted or well understood, is that there is different conditions, different situations regarding mental health. And so some are mild, some are extreme, some is because it happened to us, some is because we were born with it. But there's not much acceptance or much knowledge of that spectrum. So I'm gonna oversimplify this, and this is how I understand it better, and hopefully I can help many of you to understand it better too. So I'm going to oversimplify it, as I said. So let's, by comparing physical health and mental health. So let's first go over physical health. So let's say scenario one, we have a headache or a flu. We get them pretty often. We know what the symptoms are. We know how to treat it. We know how long it lasts. Most of the times there's no complications, no big consequences. Scenario two, a person with diabetes. Fortunately, nowadays, due to the medical advancements we have, it is, although it's an important condition, it's not. It's not a simple condition, but still, following the proper diet and the proper lifestyle and the treatment that our physician tells us to follow, we will pretty much live a normal life and a long life. Now, scenario 3. Let's say I'm born without legs, or with a condition that makes that I have a very weak immune system, or I'm born with only one kidney and the other one doesn't work well, or I'm born blind, or I'm born with a weak heart. Nobody denies those conditions, right? It's very, very easy for people to accept, to understand those conditions, and to be empathetic with those people most of the times. Now let's go with the same kind of analogy with mental health. So we all experience being bored, or sad, or stressed, or frustrated, or deceived, or lonely. Every day we experience some kind of feelings, right? So, and we're used to it. We know why we're feeling it, hopefully. So those are pretty easy, and we know that with time, or having the right attitude, or how to solve them, or accept them. So normal part of life. Then scenario 2. Let's say that we experience something very difficult in life. And most people do. I cannot think that there is many people that go through life without experiencing something difficult. Let's say that I lost a child, or I went to war, or I had an accident that I became paraplegic, or I went through divorce, or I have a child with a serious disability, or there was a flood in my city and I lost absolutely everything. There's countless situations that are difficult in life. So those are familiar, right? And because of that, I can develop depression, or I can develop anxiety, or I can be like a trauma for the rest of my life. So people relate to that because almost everybody has gone through something difficult in their life. But then there is scenario 3. So there are some people that are born with a brain that because of its chemistry, because of its connections, because of maybe the care of, or lack of care their mother had during pregnancy, because of so many reasons that their brain has the tendency to either be depressed or anxious, or not able to focus, or not able to read other people's feelings. The cause, there can be many, but the condition is real. And as much as we would not have the attitude with, let's say I was born without legs, people are not going to tell me, hey, Lorena, come on, please have the right attitude and you're going to grow legs. People are not going to tell me that. And yes, I can learn to live with it. I can, I will get a wheelchair. Maybe my home is going to be adapted so that I can move around with a wheelchair. I would obviously look for a profession that it's according to my physical condition. I'm not going to go to be a ballet dancer, for example. It's obvious. And people would understand all that. And although difficult, I might be able to cope with it, right? But nobody is going to deny I was born with that condition. So But it's not the same with mental health. Not everybody can conceive that people have a different brain, that think different, that see problems like with a different size, right? Maybe something that for somebody is oh well, okay, well, I lost everything. My house burned down, but well, I have insurance, and it's going to be okay, right? You can have that person, and the person with this condition might simply cannot deal with it, but not because we're able to deal with it, we should assume that other people can, or make them feel that they are not appropriate because they cannot deal with it in the same way we can. So that, I think that is what is missing here. I think we still have not reached the stage in which everybody at all levels, everywhere, understands that it's something that you are born with. Okay, so I went through this analogy so that we understand that there is like a big spectrum of mental health. So there's things that are normal, that are the everyday. There's things that are really difficult for us but happen to us, and there's others that we were born with, right? And even those that we were born with, there's mild cases and very severe cases too. But well, I wanted to break this down because I think it's important that there is that awareness of what it is. Now, here comes the action. Here's what I would like here's the action piece of the video. So first is self-awareness. It's like when you're on the plane and they tell you, well, if something is to happen, first take care of yourself. Exactly that. So self-awareness, and I'm going to keep repeating this, we have to be true to ourselves. We have to, what do we really want from life? And yes, there's many things that we cannot change. I mean, that we have to accept as they are, and go with it. But there's many others that we can change. I think those decisions, those actions have to be in accordance with what we do feel, that what we truly think, it's in accordance with us, with our values. We have to be authentic with ourselves. We cannot lie to ourselves. So that is the self-awareness part. Then comes our close circle of people, like so our family, our friends. Even then, even if they don't have a serious condition, people still see things differently. Everybody has a different perception, a different way of dealing with problems, a different way of dealing with feelings, a different way of communicating. So we have to develop better abilities in communicating with everybody, so that we provide, I think, better support, like better communication, that we're closer to each other. And why I say this, because I find that many times, even when people are close to each other, like they sometimes bring up on the news, and they like, there was a very sad case about, this was some time ago, but it was a girl in high school. She was bullied through social media. Her parents didn't know about it, but it seems that nobody really knew the extent of it, or the impact of it, or how she was really feeling. And unfortunately, it ended by, I mean, she took her life. And it's very sad. I'm not saying that we can avoid every single case, because sometimes they just take us by surprise. But I think that many of them can be avoided if one, we're more open. We accept that although I feel one way, that doesn't mean that the other person feels the same way or process the same way. or emotions or problems or whatever it is, that we're more open to listen, that we are more open to see what is going on, and to fight for those people that are close to us, right? Okay, so that is the next level. And now the third one, and I find that this could really bring many changes, is why don't we have the initiative of creating social bubbles, let's say 3, 4, 5 people, with either our same interests or our same needs or our same problems, and we support each other to accomplish that, right? So it can be anything. It can be, let's say, now older people, retired people, unfortunately, before they could travel and they could enjoy their lives and go in and go out and dine and enjoy their retirement, and now they're confined to home. So why not making groups for playing chess or playing cards or learning something new, or having tea gatherings, or book clubs. I mean, whatever. But I think that creating those bubbles really help for mental health, and because the idea is to keep them intimate. So even before COVID, or during COVID, or after COVID, I think that is the best solution for mental health. Because the moment the groups get very big, then you lose that intimacy. Then you lose that that sense that I mean, you have your secrets. You know each other very well, right? You lose that feeling. So I think that those small groups would really help. I mean, it could be for single moms. It could be for immigrants. It could be for let's say parents with children with autism, for example, right? I mean, they would very well understand each other. And maybe each parent has a different strength, right? Maybe one has more time, maybe another one has more financial resources, maybe another one has a space at home where they can play, maybe another one has more knowledge. I mean, we all have different abilities and different resources so that we can support each other. So I really think that would be very helpful, that we create these bubbles where we can support each other. And again, like I said, that is going to help no matter what situation we are, COVID or no COVID. And having a better mental health support system is gonna perm to our whole society and hopefully worldwide. Again, I might be very ambitious. Okay, well, see you next, and very happy to see you again. Bye bye.